One last slide, and then we can talk about a whole bunch of other things. At the beginning of this presentation, I talked a lot about the numbers, what I would consider the economic argument for diversity. And that's a good argument to make, honestly, for businesses, because they'll pay attention. These are important arguments to make so that we can change the equation. The problem is, I think that these miss the point. And I almost don't want to use them, but I know these things might work, maybe someday. The real argument is the moral argument. We cannot only make an argument about economics anymore, because these things should be a moral choice. We should do it because it's the right thing to do, not just because it's the right thing to do economically, right? I'm not a huge American history person, and this is Black History Month, and one of the things about Black History Month was the history of slavery in the United States. It was economically viable for the South. They didn't want to get rid of it. Why did we fight a civil war that tore this country apart? We fought a civil war because it was the right thing to do. It was the moral thing to do. So I don't think, I'm not saying we abandon the economic argument, but we cannot only use the economic argument. I think we need to continue to say this is a moral argument that everybody, regardless of age, race, gender, et cetera, has a seat at the table. And if for some reason they do not, we need to really concentrate and find a way to make that so. I think it's sad that we expect so little from our society these days in terms of morality, from both our corporations and our citizens. I think we have indulged ourselves too long in this fantasy of unfettered capitalism that we can no longer make the moral argument for people. And we need to check that. It's not about the money. Those who do well as humans for our fellow humans, the nonprofits who are doing the good work, the path forwards, upwardly global, right? JVC, et cetera, these nonprofits and the job hackers. Too long we find ourselves as beggars at the table, begging these capitalist companies whose founders are worth $15 billion and play around with the billion number a while. It's obscene. Our values are out of whack. And us hoping for the humanity, for the wisdom and the largesse of billionaires is almost perverted in my mind. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop being beggars. Why is it that so few should have so much and so many have such little? We need to start doing this politically. We need to start doing other things. I think this is what we saw some of this come to the fore. Just this past year, and things like social justice and Black Lives Matter. We must not rely on these people to create the new systems. We must start creating the new systems ourselves and stop waiting for others to do it. We must band together, and we must work to make this happen. If we want diverse companies, we need to create diverse companies. We need to come together with people who believe in the things that we do and start doing that. And that's what we've done, I think, to a great degree with job hackers. And I know this is the Agile Experts Club. It doesn't have a whole lot to do with Agile, but I appreciate the opportunity to share some of my thoughts and some of the things about diversity and inclusion that I think are important to all people. And